Hello everyone and welcome to BallisticNG. Now this isn't the first shit that I've recorded tonight, but, well, long story short, I was gonna record some XCOM, but it's giving me the launcher loop. And anyone who's played XCOM for any amount of time with mods, Enemy Unknown that is, will know what that means. The way to fix it is through a completely fresh install, mods included, and I don't have the time for that tonight. So, I was going to finish my series on The Run instead, Need for Speed The Run. But it just refuses to stop crashing, and with the fact that you can't revert your save at any point, like what I've recorded up until now is still there in my recordings folder. But with the fact that it just won't fucking stop crashing, like, nope, get out of here. Actually, I'll let the next intro thing play. Might be some good background. But it just wouldn't stop crashing. I intended to get through the last 3 stages of the game in one episode. It crashed after 20 minutes, then it crashed again after, like, 12, and I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. And I mentioned in one of those videos that I wanted to introduce you guys to BallisticNG, so that's what I'm doing right now, because I've never had problems with BNG giving me any kind of crashing or anything like that. And the run just hates Windows 10 anyway, so I'm just going to do this for now. In terms of... first of all, I know I've been gone for 3 months, but in terms of any kind of upload schedule, I gave a detailed explanation of everything in my opener for the run. I don't really want to go through that again, so I will just do my best to remember to put it down in a comment somewhere. And you guys can just read it there. If by some chance I forget to do so, then just remind me in the comments and I'll drop one. But what this is, what BallisticNG is, if anybody here has played Wipeout on the PlayStation, either PS1, 2, or 3, it's one of my favorite racing series next to Extreme G, which I also fully intend to play for you guys, both Extreme G3 and XGRA. But what it is, as you can see, is anti-gravity racing. And while F-Zero is responsible for kickstarting the anti-grav racing genre, BallisticNG, or I'm sorry, not BNG, Wipeout, is responsible for popularizing it. And there's a lot of good videos out there on the history of Wipeout and about its development and things like that. And there was a Wipeout channel that I really wanted to link, but I can't remember what it is. I'll have to find it again, and I'll give them a shout out in another BNG video when I track them down and remember their shit. But essentially, it's weaponized anti-gravity racing, and BallisticNG is an indie reboot of Wipeout for the PC. I don't know if it's come out on consoles actually, but that'd be worth looking up. It's a lot of fun. It is difficult. It is difficult on higher difficulties, just like Wipeout. It's punishing on the higher difficulty settings, very much so. But like I said, it's weaponized anti-gravity racing. So you're trying to win, pass everybody else, while dodging everything from machine gun fire to rockets to mines to energy walls, plasma blasts, and even a track warping quake attack. There's a whole bunch of cool shit. And I figured instead of playing the campaign, we could just go through some custom races here. Yeah, toxic speed class. Yeah, let's start slow. This is just going to be kind of a... I wouldn't really say a highlight. But just kind of going through some of the tracks. Ship collisions, hyperspeed, drag mode. Yeah, okay. Don't want to turn drag mode on. That's a whole other ball game. Yeah. Okay, good. Max. Yeah. Max grid. And let's not use any workshop tracks here. Yeah. All right, let's start with Cassandra, which is actually the track that you guys just saw, but that was in reverse. Now shit, there was one of these. There's the Hyperion that I've always used. But I've really taken a liking to the Nexus, recently. Yeah. Yeah, oh god, yeah, no. Let's not use the workshop. Because then it'll only spawn workshop ships, and I've only got 2 of them. Oh yeah, I forgot I've got the neon library for this. Yeah, let's pop this. That is good cider. Hold the speed towards the end of the shield gauge for a bit of a boost at the beginning there. Ah, Hunter. That's essentially a blue shell. Come on, that was a quake. Or a tremor, as it's called in BNG. Oh, fucking hell. Now let's just pop that right away. Come here, boy. There we go. Get out of here. Got one of them. Nailed another. Shit it. Alright, I gotta hit the pit lane. Oh, I am so glad that Doom was in front of me when he hit that tremor. That would have killed me. Yeah, shield energy's in the bottom right. One of the most important things in Wipeout and BNG is your air brakes. I'm using an Xbox One controller, so it's the left and right triggers. For me, it's the left and right triggers. On a PS controller, it'll be L2 and R2. Because you're not driving a car, you're piloting an aircraft. Oh shit. Come on, an E-Pack would be nice right now. Oh, I thought that was a Hunter. Never mind. Derp. Hey, there we go. That Hunter got him. Oh shit, not good. Come on, pit lane. Woo. All right, last lap. Oh fucking hell! Yeah, get out of here.
Final lap. Shield rockets.
Oh, too late. Get out of here. Oh fuck. All right, nobody else hit me. Ah, Jesus Christ. I'm so screwed. Oh, E-Pack. Thank God. That's, it's an emergency recharge kit that you have a chance to get when you're really low on energy. Oh, drop your shield. Yeah, let's just afterburn that shit.
Event complete.
I don't like to use my thrusters because they sap your shield.
Gold medal awarded.
Nice. I kind of like the retro graphics because this game was designed to emulate the PS1 hardware. But it does kind of clash with the simple textures do kind of clash with like the high definition lighting. But if I were to go into the configurations menu and into graphics, there are actually ways that you can, if you're a real big retro fan, you can actually Yeah, see, like there's descriptions here. You can actually limit the graphics capabilities to things like what the PS1 would have been capable of, like drastically reducing color range or making vertices snap to the nearest whole number, limiting draw distance, so like you can actually see it rendering it in front of you like the original Wipeout. Which, I personally don't use that, and I just hate motion blur, so I always have that off. I don't use any of that, but I think it's nice that it's there. And normally races only have 8 guys, but I kind of like having just a shitload of people on the track. Makes it more chaotic, more fun, more shit to look at. You can also pitch your ship up and down by pulling back or pushing forward on the left stick, and it really helps. It really helps staying airborne. Oh fuck! It really helps staying airborne when you're landing. Or when you're going around loops or just really steep hills in general, it helps you maintain traction and avoid speed loss. Oh, that's a double. Somebody behind me hit a trimmer right when I did. Oh god. Alright, well at least we're hitting the pit lane soon. Pull off to the right. Oh! Oh, come on. I totally hit that pad. I do have PCSX2, the PS2 emulator installed, and I have ROMs from... Oh, fuck. RIP. I do have for both Wipeout Fusion and the European release of Wipeout Pulse when it was ported to the PS2. And I do intend to play those for you guys as soon as I play them for myself. Oh yeah, also, we picked up boxed copies of Star Fox 64 and the original Legend of Zelda last night. I really have to thank my thicker half for that one. I don't know how she always pops into a retro store at the most perfectly opportune times, but she always comes home with the good shit. And she practically stole that copy of Zelda. Again, original NES release of The Legend of Zelda, boxed in very good condition, with everything still in the box, manual and maps included, for $80. That's it. And some of you guys who might not be too into retro gaming are probably like, $80? That's way more expensive than a game nowadays. Man, if you look at like Earthbound for the SNES, for the Super Nintendo, Earthbound goes for like $350 unboxed. $600 if the box is in shitty condition, and they've got 2 copies that are running for $800 each with everything in perfect condition. $800 for one game. That's retro for ya. But the SNES is also entering a phase of hyper popularity, which will die down eventually, and that does have quite a bit to do with the current extravagant pricing. But yeah, we were looking into getting a SNES and getting some RPGs for it, and the guy looked at us and he was like, your wallet doesn't look fat enough for this.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, we practically shit ourselves when he said, yeah, it's gonna be like 800 bucks if you want Earthbound box, and we're like, how about no? We did come home with the Retron 5 though, which is a 5-in-1 console. It plays Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GBA, Genesis, or Mega Drive if you're in the EU, and Famicom. Yeah, the Hellstorms can get rear locks, which is really nasty.
Energy low. Energy critical.
Later, nerds.
Event complete. Silver medal awarded.
Yeah, well, good enough. Hit up Surge. Ugh. Whew. There are very few tracks in this game that I don't like. There's one of them is whatever the one in Russia is. That's the reactor plant. I fucking hate that track. This one's also very short. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, those tremors just tank your shields. Ah, shit. Time for the pit lane. Oh. Man, those entrances are so narrow. Giving me a lot of mines. Oh, just a hair off. Yeah, okay, that's why you don't follow people directly. They'll spit mines in your face.
Energy wall. Rockets.
Oh, got him. I think I got him. Like, the contender eliminated. I think that was the guy that I... Yeah, there you go. I think that was the guy that I hit with those rockets. Also, I've tested to see what happens if you fire a hunter while you're in first place. It just hits you, which I think is hilarious. And to be fair, it's what it's programmed to do. It hunts first place, and if you're first place, well.
Rockets.
Get out of here, boy.
Event complete. Silver medal awarded.
Oh, I could have sworn I was in first. Nah, whatever. Alright, let's go up north. Give me that sweet start boost.
Shield.
Alright. Go up this. I almost fucked that landing. God, I'm gonna need a pit lane already at the end of this lap. If I make it to the end of this lap, Jesus Christ. Alright, get out of my way, boys. I got like one guy with that. Yeah, well, better than no one, I guess. go. Oh, shit. Bit of a lag spike, but to be fair, we do have 16 guys on the track right now. Or who knows, maybe it's like my 30 different Firefox tabs I've got up right now. Oh, God. Man, those tremors are scary! Did I hit somebody with that? I couldn't see. I got him with one. I did get him with... Aw, shit.
Energy low. Energy critical. Contender eliminated.
Alright. Oh yeah, it's this one. This is the track I hate. Man, I don't like how Shadowplay pauses the recording whenever the screen is idle. Because, like, I think it's pausing on the loading screens. Which really sucks, because I don't stop talking when it's loading. I try to fill the gap with some conversation, or, well, one-ended conversation. I try to fill the gap with talking about something, so I can't tell if it's cutting out what I'm saying during the loading screens, because it's cutting out the loading screens. I can't tell. What the fuck? Okay, I guess that wall doesn't exist. There we go. Oh, come on.
Hunter. Energy low. Energy low.
I know. Man, what's really dirty is when people drop mines in the pit lane. That's some straight dirty, hairy shit. Oh, gotcha. Who needs autopilot? Oh, get fucked. Even though that wasn't me, still, get fucked. Jesus. I am aware, but thank you. Gotcha. Nope, fuck you. Haven't seen a Quake in a while. Again, a Quake is the real name for the weapon. Tremor is just what BNG calls it. There we go. And this game is still in active development. They're creating the second expansion for it now. I got Neon Knights when it came out, and I loved it. I mean, I'm also a huge Cyberpunk fan. But I loved Neon Knights when it came out. I loved the track variety. Not necessarily in terms of environment, but in terms of just track design. I loved the variety. I loved the challenge factor. It was really high-end stuff. Oh, fuck you. Just a great expansion all around. And even though it was a little light on content, it was still fairly priced. Like, there were only a few tracks in it, but it was only a few bucks. I think their newest expansion is the Outer Worlds, the one that's currently in dev. But it's slated to have more content than it will have more content than Neon Knights. And again, Neon Knights was already a great expansion. I gladly would have paid at least a couple bucks more for it than I did. But you know, this this developer isn't predatory at all. They're very fair with pricing. They're great with their customers, great with customer support, great with interaction, great all around. I just got fucked, but whatever. I hate this track anyway. Okay, well, it didn't pause that time. Good. Point being, I'm really, even though they only just announced, again, I think it's called The Outer Worlds, but I'm not sure because, you know, The Outer Worlds just came out. So I might just still be hung up on that, if that's the term I'm looking for. But it's outer something. It's like outskirts, outer world, something along those lines. Oh shit, that's a drop. Oh yeah, here. I'll show you guys the cockpit view here. See, audio, aside from your ship's AI, is actually muffled, as if you were hearing everything through thick panes of ballistic glass and metal, which in my opinion is pretty cool. Especially since it looks like, because I've only ever seen the cockpit of this ship, but you know, especially since, like, you know, this thing's cockpit, like the cockpit view, actually does conform to its cockpit design. And, you know, it's got the Nexus International logo and everything, so it's real nice that it seems like every ship has a different cockpit. It's also real nice that there's a cockpit view in the first place. Oh, and I'm 99% sure this has VR support, by the way. Which, for those of you who have VR, well, now you know. Oh, shit. Yeah, I might need to switch out of this view, because it's a little hard for me to fly. But I guess it is more immersive. Yeah, I gotta switch out of this view. And there's also a track chase view, which is this, which I believe is what the original Wipeouts had. They had a track chase view. And then there's the ship chase view, which is this, which is what I like to use.
Engaged. Disengaging.
Yeah. Leave a little nasty surprise for anyone landing there.
Shield. Lines.
God damn. Oh, thank God I jumped when I did. You see that tremor going behind me? How am I in 6th? Probably because I keep grinding walls. Get out of here.
Final lap.
Yeah, I am getting some frame drops, but I also have a shit ton of tabs open on the web right now. So that's probably it. And the fact that I'm recording. Which, you know, Shadowplay can claim all at once that it doesn't affect frames while you're recording at all. It's inevitable. Recording takes memory. Recording takes memory, and, you know, the more memory is taken up, the more your hardware is taxed, and the more your frames will drop. It's just a fact. It's unavoidable. This will probably be the last track that I do for this. I don't want to do a full hour. Oh shit, fuck. I don't want to do a full hour. Because, well, partly because my head's starting to hurt for some reason. I don't really know why. But also because I just kind of want to gauge whether there's interest in this in the first place. Because I'd be more than happy to do some more content on this for you guys. Be that going through the rest of these going through the rest of the vanilla tracks, going through some of the Vanilla Nights tracks, or going through some of the workshop tracks I picked up. Because yes, this game has workshop support. You know what that means? Infinite tracks, infinite ships, infinite content. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to gauge whether you guys would be interested in seeing more of this. Because you know me, I always like to share some of my favorite little games with you guys. So yeah, oh crap, I should have gone into the pit lane. I was not paying attention to my shield gauge. Yeah, we kind of need this autopilot at this point. Oh fuck. Oh god. We're screwed. Ah, crap. I'll do one more. Let's do Luna. I think going to the moon is a good one to end on, huh? I think so. All right, let's try to make our last our best. This game is fairly cheap if anyone's looking to pick it up. I think it's like 20 bucks. It's been a long time since I picked it up, but I think it's 20 bucks. Then again, I don't know whether it's been released on consoles, so that'd be something to look up. And you know, I'm gonna look it up after I'm done here. But we'll see if I remember to say whether it's been released on consoles in my next video on it, provided you guys want more. God. Friggin' tremors, man. And they're so much more dangerous when there's 16 people who can get them instead of just 8.
Disengaging.
Ah, fuck.
Contender eliminated.
Now, let's run that again. Let's run that again. I would also expect them to put this on sale around when the expansion comes out. But then again, the winter sale, the Steam winter sale, is also coming up. So maybe look out for it then. Smack it on your wish list, you know, see if the price drops. But again, it's already a very decently priced game. You know, these devs aren't greedy penny counters. This game was a labor of love for the Wipeout series. Trying to focus on flying here. Pulls the boost a bit there. Come on, man, give me a shield. Or a tremor, that works too. Total miss. Yeah, that ground bouncing you're hearing, that ding, 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 that's because I'm not pulling back on the stick when I'm going through those dips. Alright, let's hit the pit lane. And scratch my head a bit. There we go. Alright, we should be set now. Keyword should. Huh, I also hope the audio mixing's okay. Ow. Well, glad I hit the pit lane.
Enter.
So I would have been screwed just then.
Rockets. Energy low.
Oh, did one of those hit me? I guess one of them did. Alright, oh fuck. Alright, pit lane again.
Hellstorm.
Did I just see a tremor warning? Oh, come on, give me a break. Ah!
Energy low.
Why won't some of you just kill each other?
Contender eliminated.
Alright, well there's one, I guess. Come on. Hit lane again.
Final lap.
Wow, I'm getting fucked up. 6th place? Good lord.
Mines. Energy wall.
Let's pop that.
Mines. Cannons.
Nope,
Shield.
that's better.
Cannons.
Nope. I like the cannons and Wipeout because
Eliminated.
they can actually knock your opponents off course. In BNG, they don't really do shit.
Critical. Event complete. No medal.
Alright. Well, that is gonna be it for me for tonight. And, yeah. Again, I gave a whole lengthy, detailed explanation of my, situation, when I was recording for the run earlier tonight. But I'll just give you guys a brief rundown here. So basically, work has been extremely busy. I've taken on some extra responsibilities, so I'm a lot busier than I was a few months ago. Actually, yeah, I'm a lot busier than I was a few months ago because I've taken on some extra responsibilities and some extra work. So I'm really putting in a lot of hours right now, and will be for the foreseeable future. And on top of that, I've got you know, new and mounting responsibilities outside of work, just in life in general now, both with and without my family. So I simply do not have. Excuse me. I simply do not. Fucking stop it. I guess I can just pop into here. There we go. That should stop the. That should stop the intros, or the demos. So my point is, I simply do not have the time on my hands for recording that I had several months ago. I just don't have the time anymore. Now that doesn't mean that I don't have time to record for this channel at all. Not at all. But even though I'm back, I cannot promise that I'm back to stay. And I absolutely can't promise any kind of regular upload schedule like I was able to maintain previously. And I don't think that, realistically, I don't think or expect that I will ever be able to promise anything like that again. Just don't expect videos like every day, every couple of days, or every few days like I was able to beforehand. I hate to say it, but it could happen again eventually, but I really don't expect it to. There'll be bursts where we'll be able to upload, absolutely. But just don't expect any kind of regular or consistent schedule of any sort. I'm gonna be uploading when I can, but unfortunately that's really not gonna be very often. I enjoy recording for you guys, but my own life and other commitments have to come first. And I know you all understand that, but I just want to be clear about where I stand right now. So, with that out of the way, and obviously, if you guys have got any questions about anything like that, feel free to pop them down in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer anything I'm able to when I can. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been one of those buried gems on Steam that I'm very glad the algorithm popped up for me, because otherwise I would have never known it existed. I'm very glad I found it, and I'm glad to be able to share to share it with you guys. Let me know what you think. If you want to see more on BNG, let me know. I will be happy to oblige. I know you guys want more XCOM. I'm going to be getting you guys more XCOM when I get my installation completely wiped and repaired. And again, thanks to cloud saves, I'll still have all my files. But it's going to be a bit of a bitch getting everything back up and running properly. But I will get you guys more XCOM. More XCOM is coming, but I can't promise any kind of release date. Now, anyway, let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. If you guys want to see more, let me know. I would be happy to provide more. If you guys want to see Wipeout, let me know. I'd be happy to play Wipeout for you guys. Again, I've got Wipeout Fusion and I've got Wipeout Pulse. I'd be happy to play either one. If you guys have got suggestions for things you want me to take a look at, let me know as well. I'd be more than happy to. I've got some money in the bank and I've got no problem spending it on the Steam store. But I think that's about all she wrote for tonight, so thank you guys so much for your patience in these last couple months of silence. Again, I can't promise I'm back to stay. I will not be sticking to any kind of consistent upload schedule, but I'll be recording when I can. I will see you guys next time, which is hopefully soon. Until then, stay frosty and have a good one.